Welcome everybody into another backtesting session on Bitcoin this time. As always, we're going to choose one random date of 2021 and we're going to see, we're going to trade as a scalper on Bitcoin. Let's go into it. 10th of August 2021. 10th of August. Should be good to go. Okay. And of course, we're going to load the 1 minute. The 1 hour. The 4 hour. Okay, so I have those. I have this. And I have this. Okie dokie. Let's start. Let's get into it. We're going to risk 1%. And the stop loss, etc. We'll see it later. Yeah, the pips is the spread is 4 pips as an average, which is not the best for a scalper, but we're going to play into between 25 pips ranges, as you can see here. Let's go on the 4-hour time frame. You can see how all these levels are kind of confusing. I might delete them on the 4-hour time frame in order to have a much clearer view of the high time frame. Just give me 1 second. I will just remove those. There you go. So we just moved those PPLs because I don't want them to be messy. Let's just see on the 4-hour time frame, where are we on Bitcoin? So we are around 46,000 as a price level. Okay. On the high time frame. Okay, we just came from the sell-off here. We have this big PSA on the high time frame, and then we have this other block around / above 30k, which was just recently broke up on the upside with a nice break and retest of this PSA and these other block highs, as you can see on the 4-hour time frame. If what we have to take into consideration is, of course, this big PSA on the left hand side, and the fact that overall are we going to maintain bearish structure, or we're going to to keep the bearish structure on the downside, making new lower high, or we're going to break and make new higher highs. And this is a key point. If you also remember the analysis, high time frame analysis on my channel, I did a while back. Okay, so let's jump into the 1-hour time frame. Let me go on the 1 hour. Let me move to a higher volume session. Session, of course, does not really relate to Bitcoin as it relates to other pairs, but there's more volume overall from even the Eurozone. It's always better. So Here, very good. Okay, so this is the start of the London session. The 1 hour we're going to keep the PPLs here. It basically confirms what we were looking. So we are looking at a bullish trend from above 40K. As you can see, we had a sort of double bottom, break and retest, sort of order block being created, very impulsive upside move. This is start of August, and since then just making new highs, a short pullback, failing to make break into new lows, as you can see, reacting at these previous highs, the last higher high. So it is still making a new higher low at what is 44, 43K, and then going up, breaking and retesting decisively above this PPL, the previous highs. We are now in another block. We are, yes, in a bullish bias, but we have to consider that we are at a very, very, very strong resistance. We don't know if we are yet there or if price can even go above around 50K and then go down. But we are still, what we are expecting now is we might be creating another block. We might be seeing some exhaustion from buyers, as you can see. We're starting to see here very aggressive pullbacks from sellers. Yes, buyers are still in control because, as you can see here, they rejected and they bought the price up from 45K above, but still we have to take into consideration that we are not making clearly new higher highs and higher lows. So if we want to have a look today, what trade analysis, trade ideas we should have, of course, we should have consideration that below this level, we're going to take sells to revisit 43K. What we want to take safe buys is above this PPL, 46 to 50. As an intraday range, we're going to check on the 1 minute chart. So this one is below we say 45 and above 46 to 50. So here we can put over here like say it goes above 46 to 50. It goes below 45 flat. Okay. Let's jump on the 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute, of course, we are arranging, we are reacting at this level, which I don't know what it was. So I'm going to remove it to avoid bias. Okay. So we have 46 to 50 and 45. As scalpers, yes, we identify this bearish structure being created. If you want to connect more dots, you can connect it, or you can just find your way to make it work. But as you know, trend line are just visual representation. We have this, as you know, resistance, support, price sensitivity area at 45. We might even bounce before, we might even bounce here, 45 to 50, which is this PAPL. And this is a very dense high sensitivity area, but as a scalper, if we see that the trend is clearly bearish, we are making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We're making lower lows. This still has to be confirmed as a lower high. We have to see a break above this level, 45,750, to take advantage of high risk high rewards buys. Otherwise, if we see another bounce and rejection from this level, we can take consideration sells. I'm not going to take into consideration sells at 45,500 just because we have this PSA, but I might take into consideration sells below these previous lows, and much more clear if we have a break and retest of the PPL 45 to 50 to go to revisit these lows. Remember that we are scalpers, so 25 pips. Yes, the spread is 4 pips, but it's even it's always good because you can see this is a 30-40 pips move from the PPL. That doesn't always move 25 pips and that's it, especially if there's volume, if there are reasons attached to it. So we're going to start. So we outlined the analysis, the trade ideas. Of course, let me just chart them out here. So this would buy about 45,750, and as I would sells break and retest 45 to 50. So now you have everything here, safe and a high risk high reward. Let's see how the price action goes. Let me zoom in. Okay. This is London open, so there's a bunch of volume coming in. We're seeing price keep pushing down. Let's see the reaction at this previous level. Looks like we're going to break down. But we are seeing some exhaustion, some signs of exhaustion, which also lead to now to this very aggressive bullish candle. Let's see where it closes. Closes with a nice rejection. Also this one will, if this one closes below this previous level, it will give you some hints. Closes above, so no. This might be a very high risk high reward counter trend buys. As you can see, when the candle flips, you have like 7-10 pips scalp range, what's the name, stop loss, but it is a very high risk to take buys. You can you have a 30 pips range, but you are not sure if you will reach here. Since it's a counter trend, it can react here and VPL and go down. So I'm not going to take it, but just to be advised of it. Only because we are counter trend. As you can see, we're not making clear moves, and then we are breaking below. Let's see now. It gives you the opportunity to have a nice, quick, small stop loss. Let's see if we have our usual setup of making the wick and then flipping bearish. No, close small bullish. Okay, very aggressive moves. We are closing above this level many times. You see that price would have never broken below these price points. So your idea would still be valid. Of course, we are still at break even. So now we are seeing after this big correction showing that buyers are in control, not are in control, are always present from to jump in from the sidelines. We are starting to see not a clear price action, but as you can see, we are not closing below this previous support. Let's see if it makes, if it holds or if we keep bearish. Looks like the sellers are getting control. Okay, this might be the trade idea that I was talking about. Very, very high risk, because also we have this PSA, this previous lows on the left hand side. As you can see, yeah, we were just ranging, and better not to enter into in this price action. Okay, so as you can see, this trade 10 pips would have been still active and been tapping the break-even level with partials taken 20 pips and the possibility to go to full TP 30 pips. Nice reaction over here. Let's see how it closes. Okay, it's closing below, so no trade for me. Still above here for my safe buys. Okay, we're going to move a little bit faster. Okay, so your TP would have been it. Okay, so now we are above our first PSA price interest. We are having above 45,750. This trade idea would have been working out for more than 30 pips. Not going to brag about it because I didn't take it, but we looked for this idea, would have been still valid, and go to the TP as a nice counter trend move. We are breaking above those previous highs, as you can see. What we want is a retest of the PPL and then continuation up. So we're going to now move a bit slower to possibly take advantage of this move. Let's see if it gives us a retest. Looks like it retested the highs on the left hand side more than the PPL. Yeah, not even. So of course this is no entry for me unless you get a better retest at the PPL. Okay. Okay, looks like we're going to get a retest. We are above at those previous highs. Let me just put the line. There you go. Okay, so the PPL sort of closed slightly below, but looks like, let's see if we have some signs of buyers jumping in. We might take into consideration after, if this becomes a week, I might enter sell buys. But it's closing strong bearish below the PPL, so for me is a no entry. Okay, but buyers are jumping in from these previous highs. Looks like they reacted here. Very good. Yes, we clearly missed the entry here. That was our entry. This one was our entry. Let's see if we are over there. Not closing below. And ranging from there. Yes, so as you can see, an entry here after having the confirmations, of buyers jumping back in, they give you 30 pips with a 10 pips stop loss, no drawdown. Our entry that I was looking for was here, 10 pips. On here, 10 pips, safe from here, whatever give you 30, 50 pips, 60 pips, of course, depending on when you have where you have the TP. So these are two missed spots, one here that I was looking for. Okay, with this range, so let me just put it in green. Over here with just this small stop loss of 10 pips. Yeah, let's do it this way. So the stop loss would have been right in here. After that, nope, because I would break even. And this is the real TP. Okay. And this one is the second one. With a nice entry here. Very nice tight stop loss. And a very nice TP getting it. Okay. Let's see now. Don't forget our safe buys are above 46 to 50. Don't forget to go back into the 45 to 50. 40. Yeah, safe buys. Because of the 1 hour, right? 6 to 50. Yeah, above these previous highs. Let's just see very quickly if it goes above. You can take some scalps. See if we go 46 to 50. Looks like, yeah, we tested. Going back, no reaction. We can retest, reaction, and just going down. As you can see here, this price level is a holding strong. No sells below. Maybe here. Let's see. We are at New York Open. The new hourly already made the top week. if we give 10 pips, 12 pips, but we are still, let's see if we have a cleaner break below. Okay, no sells, exactly at this, the opposite happened. So this is it for today, guys. We missed 2 trades, and that were, one was pre-planned, but we missed the entry. We missed actually to enter here, and gave us a nice 30-40 pips. And then we should have adapted, of course, we should have adapted into cells, and this is something that I still have to learn on the scalping bias, to adapt and not just save buys, save sells, because our skyward cells should have been also here if we don't break. But it's very hard for me still to have this fluid bias on the scalping session. So this is it, guys. See you next time.